How to declutter paper super fast. Hi guys, this is Diane of Minimize to Maximize, where we embark on a journey to minimize clutter and to maximize life and its fulfillment. So today we're going to do another round of paper decluttering, and we are going to be fast. This piled up in my mailbox and in my paper folder pretty quickly, and it's time for me to review and take some action. And here's the one question to ask yourself when you declutter paper: do I still need this paper to take action, or has the action already been taken? So let's get started with this round of paper, as it is about general elections. Now, if you were anything like me, you received a bunch of mailers from different candidates, and I have scanned through some of it. I have selected what I really wanted to read about, and I have made up my decision. So all of this is going, and the only thing that I'm keeping is my ballot to vote next week. So all of this goes. Information and action. Decision has been made. I don't need to hold on to this. It goes straight in my recycling bin. These magazines about traveling, and specifically about Japan. I and my family would like to go to Japan maybe next year or the year after. But the reality is that we are not ready to pull the trigger on buying some flight tickets yet, and that has to do with finances. So we still need to save up quite a bit more money before we are able to go on such an adventure. So I don't want this paper to accumulate in my home until we are ready to take some action. So no action being taken in the near future. This goes into the recycling. These documents represent the past. I was having some GI challenges, and so I was experimenting with a FODMAP diet to see if it would help me digest more smoothly. And so I printed those things. I experimented with the foods that are high FODMAP versus low FODMAP. And was it helped some? What really helped for me is really to lower my sugar intake and to really avoid alcohol. It is no longer good for me. So this experiment on my body and with food is over, and I have the answers. I no longer need to take more action on this. So this I don't need to hold on to, even if in the future I may want to do another round of short-term FODMAP diet. But for now, I know what is the high impact foods that I need to avoid and the ones that I need to consume. So bye-bye. The next round has been quite difficult. I have been holding on to these for a long time, and these are sheets of basically homeschooling material, because I used to homeschool my kiddo until he was about 9 years old. Now he's in the public school, and so I've accumulated a lot of material and a lot of paper. When you homeschool your kid, the temptation to get a lot of curriculum and paper and printouts and crafts and all those things, like, it can take so much of your home. I was pretty good at keeping it limited, but sometimes I got carried away because I was thinking, I need to teach him this, I need to teach him that. And so here what I have mostly is songs, both in English but mostly in the French language. And I am a little attached to those songs. They are songs from my childhood as well. Um, but I am ready to let them go because I have already taught the songs to my child. So this is past. This is past news. I don't need to take any action. And if I really, really want to teach him a song in the French language, it will probably be a brand new one. So these go. And I've been holding on to this for almost 9 months, but now I'm ready to let it go. The only thing that I am not going to let go of is what I printed here, which are stories in the French language that my grandma wrote. And my grandma passed away a few years ago. And right now I want to read to my child, my son, the stories that my grandma wrote. And it's different, like things about her childhood and World War II and her ancestors and her family life and all of this. So this is kind of important to me. So that's what we're doing. We are reading the stories written by my grandma at bedtime. And once we're finished reading those, we can, and by we, I mean I can recycle them and let them go. But those I'm keeping because I haven't read those yet. So that's a keep. And that's a go. And this is very interesting. These are actually keep. And that's because I intend on taking action with these. These are handouts about nonviolent communication and the process of using nonviolent communication by Dr. Marshall Rosenberg. For me, I call it authentic communication because it is a process that uses observations, feelings, needs, and requests. And it makes communication very clear, and it helps you to get in touch with your feelings and the needs that are being met or not met, and the actions and the requests that can be made to meet the needs if the needs are not met. So I love that it starts with observation and it has a very clear component on being in tune with reality and facts, and then being in tune with oneself and our feelings. And so I did present this workshop to my local community already, and there was a great feedback. It was a very interactive workshop. And so I have all the material, I have all the handouts, and I would like to do another workshop or two about nonviolent communication in my local community. So this is a to-do for me. Right now is not the time. With the holidays, Halloween just passed. We have Thanksgiving. We had the New Year. There is my wedding anniversary as well. So the until January, I really don't have the time to focus on this. But in the new year, I probably will. So this is a to-do and it's a keep. This must have been one of the fastest videos I've done. And so I thank you very much for hanging in there with me and doing the fast paper decluttering. All of this is going, all right? And so that feels good. And these are the keeps. And that's okay. That's manageable. I can do that. But in an ideal world, there would be no paper in my life whatsoever. And I would deal with it the moment I get it. But sometimes, like with this, with the elections or things that you need to study a little bit or research, or you don't have time in the moment to take action, then I will take it home and I will let it sit for a while. But the faster I get to this paper and make decisions, the better it is. So paper equals decision. If you don't need to make a decision, just get rid of the paper or take a photo of it if it's something a little sentimental, like a card, and then declutter, recycle. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Have a wonderful day, evening. And if you found some use in this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your family and friends. Subscribe to the channel. You can also buy me a coffee if you want. And if not, just have a wonderful day or evening. And I will see you in the next video. Take care.